Hey guys, I'm Good25
and R9234.
At episode 143 Range Review. Today we have the Power Rangers s.p.d, the Delta Blasters, and the Deltamax Striker, aka the D Magnums and the D Arms from Tokusou Sentai Deca Rangers. Alright, so now we have the Delta Blasters. This is the main weapon that s.p.d Red uses. The gimmick is that when you, for the first one, when you have the on and off switch, you press the trigger. Size-wise, it's actually pretty interesting. It's a decent size for even collectors like us. And it's a really nice sound to it. Now the second gun that he uses, when you press the trigger, it has a cocking noise and the wheel actually spins. But it's a really annoying sound when you keep doing it. So now we have the other four Rangers weapons, the D-Arms, the D-Stick, and the D-Knuckle. Now the first one we have is blue. Now blue and green both have the same weapon. You can actually extend all of them. Mainly much is just a baton that you can hack slash and whatnot with it. You also can open up the little arm to make it look like a claw or whatever you want to call it. Now the D-Knuckle actually interesting too is that they actually use it in the show a few times to actually punch the enemies with it as well. Now the on and off switch is right here. And it makes a little sound. And then we finally have the D-Stick for pink and yellow. This is just like blue and greens, but instead theirs is much shorter and they don't have any other different accessories like a claw or whatnot. And size-wise for both of them is really not a good size. It's pretty short, but also included in the D-Arm set is that you actually get the holster to actually put them on you, and also of course the little handcuffs. So now we have the Delta Blasters combined, or the Hybrid Magnum. This is the mode where you combine both guns into one, and it actually looks like the Delta Runner 1 when you look at it from the front view, because it actually shows like the cars and the wheels. Now when you press the sound,
You can actually hold the button to just the charge up move.
you can hold it as long as you want. It will just keep doing this siren noise in Deca Ranger. And it blasts. You can actually still do the cocking noise for the gun. So now we have the weapon, or the D-Sniper / D-Blaster. Mainly much is when blue and green combine their weapons and then they just shoot. You really can't do much about it, but you can open the claw in the back, so it makes it look cool. But that's all the generic sound it is. You can it still has the license sounds on the side, and that's about it. So now we have the D-Shot. Mainly much, they just attach it in. You can tell they have a slighter, smaller, and lower shooting compared to the other two. Now when you buy the D-Arm set, you actually can swap them. You can actually have, the default ones is already blue and yellow, but they do give you stickers to put this one to pink and blue to green, so you have an option to transfer them.
I suggest that you actually put pink on one side and yellow on the other side and blue on one side and green on the other side, so that you have it at least on one angle, so you can actually have both at the same time, so you don't have to constantly keep swapping stickers.
Alteration wise, now there wasn't really much alterations to the Delta Blasters to the D Magnums. We lose chrome, and also we actually had the Omega version of this.
Other than that, the mold is pretty much identical. They even keep the original English writing on it saying SB Arms and stuff.
And also the sticker, of course, the Omega sticker. The sounds are still exactly the same. The s.p.d sticker on the first one is actually molded in, instead of being a sticker. Now also, we also changed the the little trigger here. And originally it was supposed to be red, but now it's just a gray one. Alteration wise from the D-arm set, we completely changed everything. We never included any of the D-stick or the D-rods, so you don't have blue, yellow, green, or pinks at all.
You did get the knuckle.
The whole thing was we had a sword where you can attach it to the top and made it look like a sword, and you can actually bend it to make it look like a gun.
Even though the knuckle was the same, there were changes to it. The s.p.d. was originally a sticker here and here. They were molded directly in. We lost the gray paint over here. And the lock clip was changed to black. Everything else is pretty much the same except for the actual knuckle plastic mold. Here you can see it's smooth. On the US version, it's all rough and bumpy. Now in the D-arm set, the US version, we didn't get the buckle and the handcuffs. But we did get the badge in the striker set.
Overall, I recommend you guys for the Delta Blaster, get any version you want. They're exactly identical. It's just if you want the chrome and you want the shininess, good for the Japanese one. For the Deltamax Striker, I highly suggest you try to get the Japanese one because you have the option to do the D-stick and the D-rod version, and of course the blaster and the D-shot versions as well, because it's just much better. And you can exchange the stickers, which is really cool compared to the American one where you just had a little small
thing that attaches to the top and it doesn't match what the show did.
But yeah, that's it for a review of the Delta Blaster and the Deltamax Striker. Join us next time for the Power Rangers Operation Overdrive, the Flashpoint Megazord. Rate, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
For the baton mode.
For the baton mode, aka the D-rod, the D.